Hey everyone, welcome to Tea Time with Tea. Tea here again. Um, I have a couple of things that are on my mind. Um, Recently I've left almost every group that I've been a member of on Facebook, and it's all for the same reason. Um, these are closed or private or secret groups, and they have their own sets of rules, and rules are fine. The majority of the rules, basically through all of them, read as, no bullying, no hate speech, you know, you can, voice your own opinion, but be, polite and respectful about it. And 90% of them say no cussing because, there's children in the group. But what has really, really fucking pissed me off is that these group owners, administrators, moderators, whatever, are breaking all of their own fucking rules. I mean, I've seen them go on lives and, cuss. And, I cuss, but when I posted in said groups, of course, I left out the cuss words because they did indicate there were children in the group. And the hate speech, just being mean spirited and bullying and being prejudiced to others. They're doing all of these things. So if you are the owner of a group or administrator or moderator or what the fuck ever, and y'all have set up these rules, don't fucking break them. If there's a strict no bullying policy, then don't fucking bully other members yourself, because that is so hypocritical and it just really irritates me. I have a few pages and groups, and I try my damnedest not to break my own rules. And if I don't agree with something, there's a gentle way of explaining my view or opinion on it. You don't just come out the gate, with a chip on your shoulder and be all bully and shit. Because bullying is something that's taken to a whole new level with internet and social media. You don't even have to be face to face to bully someone. And it's really sad that more people are turning to that. Not just children. Bullies aren't just children. Bullies are in every walk, race, age group. It doesn't fucking matter. So I encourage you to, be the best you that you can be and lead by example. And that leads into the next topic. It's come to my attention that 99% of parents think they know their teenager or child inside and out. I don't care how close you are to your kid or what a good example you lead by. Your kid is going to behave differently when they are not around you. They are going to do things that you would not even think they would do. Let's take, for example, my 21-year-old. Okay? I've known this for his whole life. He has always been a good kid for me. I mean, given the behavior things and all of that. But, yes, I'm a cusser. I've always been a cusser. And he does not cuss in front of me. I know he cusses because his friends have told me, what a different person he is when he's not around me. But when he's around me, he does not cuss at me or just cuss in general. I mean, and I've tried to raise him as open-minded as I possibly can because I'm a open-minded person. But when other people influence them, they can say and do things that you could swear you raised them not to do. Being prejudiced, being racist, and it doesn't matter if they are saying it jokingly. Those derogatory nicknames for whoever is hurtful to the person that they are saying them to. I have always been a big person, and I've got a niece that refuses to let me use the F word, F-A-T. And the thing is, there's a lot worse things I could be than fat. And just because I have fat does not mean that that's all I am. I could be a liar, a cheater. I could be, a psychopath, a sociopath. I mean, a rapist, a killer. The list goes on and on. And everybody has prejudice, whether they are ingrained from the way you were raised or the way you see the world now. I am no different. I do have prejudice. I try every day to, come out of those and work on those. But it just really irritates me that the people that are the victims of most prejudice are the first to judge others. For example, if you're a minority in your town, whether you are, white, Hispanic, African American, it doesn't matter. Because some areas, the white are the minority. In some areas, Hispanic are the minority. And some African American or Asian or, purple with pink fucking polka dots. Or, the LGBT community. I mean, it doesn't matter. If someone calls you a derogatory name for whatever it is you are, it hurts. No matter how big or strong you pretend to be, it still leaves a mark. But just because somebody does that to you does not give you the right to turn around and do it to someone else. Because you know how it feels. You know how it cuts. And whether it's a religious belief, a sexual orientation, the color of your fucking skin, or the way you cut your hair, or whatever someone decides to pick on. Remember what that feels like and make sure you don't make others feel that way. I know what it feels like to be made fun of and picked on and bullied. I do. I've never been subjected to racism, but prejudice, yes. And it's not easy to handle. And you think you've got a handle on it, but then, it comes back and it bites you in the ass because it's affected you deeper than what you thought. So always keep that in mind. And if you see, the person of another color, do not call them a derogatory name. Call them by their given name. And that way they are a person instead of just a color. If you see someone that is in the LGBT community, don't call them a derogatory name attached to each of those letters. Call them by their given name so they're a human being instead of a label. If you see someone of a different religion, don't start, trying to tear their beliefs apart. Accept them for who they are and call them by their name so they're not just another stigma. The world is full of so many hateful people. And putting labels on others is just making it worse. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, and as always, be good to others, but especially be good to you. See you next time.